You are live. You are live. That's what the screen always comes up. It says that. That's pretty cool. I actually like that stuff. I don't know if you guys can hear me. These AirPods, why is it so hard to find something that fucking works? It's the most amazing thing in this world. All this technology and nothing ever works. I don't get it. Nothing ever works. There's always a damn problem, man. Life is like dealing with one gigantic black person. It really is. It really is. 1 second, guys. 1 second, guy. I'm just trying to figure something out here. What's up, whore? Whore. Hor. Hey, whore, could you post in CTs and in Gospel of Bob the link to this? Because we're gonna start a little bit early. Um, I think CT is just doing little bits today. I don't think he's doing a full stream, so um while he's doing that, let's see if we can at least attempt to carry the heat. I appreciate it. Whore is a good guy to have around. I like whore. And there's another whore too. There's a American whore and there's a British whore. And HOR, as you guys have seen around, the way that story, Crown, the way that story, I need to tell that story later with more people, but people are still going to ask about it. Hey, whore, remind me to tell the story about whore. Anyway, what's up, y'all? It's just me again, Bob. I don't know if you guys can even see. Let's see. What do I look like? Is just a round circle on the screen? That looks crazy, dude. I need to get like an avatar or some picture or something, man. Something that will allow me to look like I have some identity. You know, I can't look like too much of nobody. God, nothing does ever work. Chiku's here. Chiku's in. He's got like a real African name, but he sounds like a mixed race person, man. All right, and I think he only dates white women. So he's like he's got all the boxes checked across all the different areas to make sure that he'll get the job. Guys are starting to slowly come in here. Like, share, subscribe. Um, Let me throw the ticker up for my man here. All monies go to Skywalker uh, for now, and that's what we're doing. Dan, that's not even a guy. I don't even start rumors like that, man. No, I don't do any of that shit, man. I mean, it seems obvious, but please watch out for stuff like that because that's how rumors start flying and things get crazy. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do any type of uh, behavior in the least bit that could undermine even the perception that I'm doing something wrong. So I see where you're going. I've heard the drug uh, jokes and all that stuff before, but honestly, man, I stay as far away from that conversation as possible. Um, so that's that. I'm down here in Laredo, Texas. It is 1:19 p.m. Luckily, and 84 may understand this. Anyone who's a content creator can understand this. You know, you start wanting restaurants around you when you're at an overnight, but then you start looking, well, how close is the closest Best Buy so I can go buy some stuff, man. I gotta get a camera for my uh, computer, my laptop. Still trying to figure out a few things, how to make it shorts and whatnot. I was kind of hoping CT would go on so I could listen and at the same time edit videos and all that stuff. But since he's not really doing anything now, I have to go on. Uh, so that's where we are. Yeah, I get per diem. I get a certain amount per day, and then that goes in my paycheck on the 15th of the month. So the longer you're away from home, obviously, the more money that you make on per diem. So anyway, uh, I put in the description. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you guys see it? Maybe I don't know. Art, drama, questions to ponder's voice, Dave's green screen, whatever. Uh, just kind of whatever's going on, whichever topics you guys want to come up with. Uh, my man is going to be here. Oh, my baby's looking for me. Um, Moose. Moose is Miss Bob's dog, and me and Moose just get along. He's the smaller one. He's the one in the back, man. They kind of look like they're about to drop a rap album. Now that I look at it, those two. But I guess he hears my voice and he's going nuts. So we are early. The dear leader, I think, is taking a day off. He's got to go, I don't know, check out a nuclear weapons site or something like that. So um, while he's not around, we'll start doing this kind of stuff. I'm here and I've downloaded a lot of software onto my computer, and then I got to go over to Best Buy at some point and then get uh, it says oh, the description. Okay. I'm talking around. I'm too scatterbrained. I'm trying to focus on too much. Most people want a restaurant around. I'm one of those people, I might add too, but I do like a good Best Buy around, particularly when you start content creating and dealing with computers. It's kind of like tools, you're working on something, then you're like, shit, I got to run back to Home Depot, which is annoying. Not that I really use tools that much, but I can understand the idea of wanting to have something right in front of you and it's not, so you got to run and go get something. That kind of screws up something. 84, I see it, brother. I put it in the description, but I don't know if people can see the description. Maybe on the YouTube if they scroll down. I don't know. Point is, the subject for right now is you people. That's all you people. You followers who are what do they say in Star Wars? BD, you like Star Wars. What's that thing in Star Wars? Who's more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? You guys are following me around, man, and I'm a nut job. 84 is a nut job. We're all a bunch of nut jobs here, man. And around doing this stuff. I get more pleasure, pause, as people say, watching Dave disappear and reappear. Like I don't want his green screen to work because then it's just going to be another person on the panel. I want that green screen to make him disappear. One person said that it was funny. He was gone. Then he came back all of a sudden, said something, and disappeared again. That's part of what makes the show good, man. Fact that Nasus also has the same green screen, we can make fun of them like, they live with each other and all that stuff. There's always questions. My questions was like last night, man, she got kind of upset, not in a bad way, but was like, I don't want, it's like this whole thing about cops and women and all that stuff. And she was giving a shout out to Skywalker about how he was defending this lady. So it was kind of weird. It's towards the end of the first stream where she started expressing being a black woman in the South and dealing with cops and all that stuff. Man, I mean, for a second, I thought there's a liberal channel or something, but so that you guys can listen to that. Since most of you are pretty much horn dogs anyway, you're just going to listen to her talk. It doesn't matter what she says. She can say the alphabet. You guys listen. Art, art is the star of the show. All right. If I'm the owner and Skywalker is the director, then Art is the main character. All right. Art, you do. You say you're slick, man. You're slick. At first, I gotta admit, I thought you were a little bit aloof, but you're not. No, you're not. You're like 7D chess, 20 steps ahead. You say slick stuff, man. Just drop stuff in there. You know, it's like, damn. What's that five finger thing in karate where, or five move thing in karate where you hit someone in five moves and the next time they move, they like fall over and pass out. It's like that. I'm like, what? Wait, what did he just say? Oh, yeah, shit, that was good. Uh, you guys are talking about, all right, yeah, I bring up her name and you guys keep, what's up, Randall? You guys keep talking about her. Okay, we can go back to her, man. I didn't see the whole stream. I know how, like I said, I know how you horn dogs think. Um, we like her voice, but she was expressing something like dealing with the cops is can be really kind of interesting. You know, can you imagine a society without cops? My goodness, it'd be overrun by JPs and King Shinards. You know, it'd be overrun by uh, people who steal and people who give excuses for um, why they steal. It's basically, I just described Chicago and Memphis and St. Louis and Detroit and Camden, New Jersey, and the list goes on and on of places where. e- So I, I, I don't like to. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it. WREG News is a Memphis news thing, and I kind of watch the local news a little bit, at least online, just to see what's going on. It's usually nothing but gunshots, but they're doing construction at the Memphis airport. They're taking down a terminal which has been around since like the late 60s and revamping it. New Memphis airport right now, the main terminal actually looks very nice. They did a very, very good job. A very good job. Even though no one flies there, the terminal looks great. Northwest Airlines was swallowed up by Delta, I think around 2010 or something like that. And then Delta closed down that base. So Memphis is nothing but tumbleweeds and FedEx. And that airport really has nothing else going on. It's kind of funny. But uh, they're tearing down a part of the terminal and they're going to rebuild a nice international terminal. Well, what international flights really fly into Memphis? In order for an airport to be classified as international, it has to have customs. Well, that's a lot of airports that maybe only have one flight come in. Um, there are no international flights leaving out of Memphis. All right. I guess FedEx has some, but for the most part, it's only international because of the cargo. Now, I mean, when you're in Memphis, you can go to New York, DC, Atlanta, basically where all the hubs are. But beyond that, uh, it's not really anything going on. But the point I'm trying to make is this, man, and we all know it. Let's get it out. Let's talk about it. Let's understand it for what it is. And I always ask people this: where have black people gone in America and the neighborhood got better? And don't give me any of that Tulsa crap. First of all, again, like I said before, we don't even know how much was true and how much is conjecture. A lot of these movements become a religious kind of thing, which they throw any kind of facts over to the side that doesn't support their narrative. But I can't name one neighborhood where black folks have moved in and it improved. If you can name one, let me know. I'm sure there is only one. All right. I'm sure the neighborhood, maybe, I don't know, uh, it was really nice and maybe a plurality of people were black. And it was right before everything went down, though blacks can destroy a neighborhood fairly quickly. Uh, Did I ever tell you my story about? And it's sadistic. It really is sadistic. So I was living out in Phoenix for a while. Very, 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 very nice condo complex in the suburbs. Very nice. And I was thinking, man, if I could buy a bunch of these at low cost, that would be great. So I thought about finding some brothers, and it's hard to find brothers in Phoenix. If I was going to find Mexicans, people would just think they work there. So Mexicans don't scare. Mexicans actually make housing prices go up. They don't really scare people away because they think that they're doing lawn work. But when you see a black person in a neighborhood, you know they're not doing lawn work. You know that they're not doing any work. And uh, so I thought about hiring some guys and just having them walk around the neighborhood with their pants down. The usual attire, the usual Sayer kind of look, JP mentality. Um, have that mop head and just walk around looking like a menace. You don't have to do weed. You don't have to just look well, just look like somebody where, they want to lock their door. Okay. And I thought about having them just hang around the neighborhood. The problem is where I lived in Memphis to import these blacks. I mean, they lived about 35 minutes away. So then I had to think about labor costs, cost per mile of getting them up there, um, bonding them out if there was a problem. It can get expensive dealing with riffraff. But I thought to myself, let me do this. Let me bring them over here. And then the housing prices would start to go down. People start selling, we've had a glut of condos in this area because people are trying to dump them off. Then I come in as an investor. Okay. I can't help that white people are scared of black people. I can't help that I'm scared of black people. But what I can help is using that fear to make some money. So you bring some blacks around, the housing prices go down. All right. And I wouldn't tell them, but I would basically, buy up the property, then call the police on 'em. Did you guys ever see what's that show? Office, The Office. There was a scene where Angela, I think that was her. She was like that really skinny, angry white woman, and they had a session where let's everybody be honest. And she said, "Okay, I called immigration on the Hispanic guy." That's what needs to happen. Seven, all good things to you, your family. All right. May people follow you wherever you go, because wherever you go is going to go places. All right. Always good to see you, Seven. Always good to see you, brother. But maybe that's another thing that needs to happen. Maybe people need to be like, okay, you if you're mayor of a city, you go to the richer blacks, the four or five of them there in a city of, I don't know, 10 million, and you say, listen, uh, here's the deal. I will give you favors. I'll even give you some money. All right. And we want you to throw a huge, huge, huge party at your mansion. All right. Invite every black person you can think of within this zone that's full of crime. Okay. We'll even pay for the marketing campaign. All right. Free weed, great drink, uh, you know, uh, Pop Smoke and Chance the Rapper and, little this and little that and whatever are going to be playing at this mansion. Okay. They'll come, bring them all over to that house. Right. all over. And I have videos out, video cameras out, man. And yeah, just arrest them all. You arrest like 500 people. You know they got warrants. You know they got warrants. But that's a way to kind of efficiently uh, get get them off the street, rather than doing something where you knock off one here, knock off one there. There's got to be a centralized place that they can all come, and then you can get them all right. You park the school buses there. I mean, they're not worried about school buses at all. You park the school buses, just on the corner or something, man. Just load them up, sit them off. I know sting operations have done that before, not with school buses, but they offer like uh, free college football tickets or Super Bowl tickets. They find all these people who have bench warrants, and they say, "Okay, you've won these tickets. Come on and get them." And there's going to be a little introduction, and we're going to talk about it and all that. So these people, man, they were coming from all kinds of places, man, and they were so happy. And the cheerleaders were actually cops that would the female cops were like, yeah, and they sign something and show their ID, and they're just thinking there'd be a camera there, and they'd be thinking like, yeah, look at me, I just want. And they're like, yeah, let's go in this back room and let's look at, we got the other people here, let's look at the, and they walk through the door and arrest them. I fucking love that. That shit was so funny, man. That stuff is funny. I like creative stuff like that. That's why these places are good. One of the things I've always said, if I was a weapons designer, like Lockheed or something or Honeywell, uh, I believe in. I believe that if you want to take down really bad people, the best way is not so much to remove them from this earth, which, hey, that's an A for efficiency. All right. No, I am reading the comments, Art. Okay, but this is me talking. You guys are here to listen to me. I'm not here to listen to you, Art. I'm reading every comment there is. I'm just not responding. Hello, Cuts. Cuts, how are you? All right. What the hell was I talking about? Now I'm getting yeah. Oh yeah. Look, I believe in humiliation. I believe in making people look crazy. And that's how you really get rid of somebody. Because I got to tell you, especially in the world of men, once a man loses respect, it is almost impossible to get it back. It really, I mean, it takes an act of Congress to get respect back. Um, and once people start thinking that you're not respectful, you're kind of done, at least in the male community. Uh, Female community, I don't know, it's weird. But so what I would do is I would have a weapon where it would be like a dart gun or something or a pill, and it would change the color of the leader depending upon their mood. Bob, why would you do that? But think about that. Imagine Vladimir Putin. Whenever he starts getting angry, uh, he starts turning blue. You know, the head of Iran is getting kind of angry, so he starts turning pink. If you're a person and you start turning pink, I mean like real pink, not like just white person pink. Imagine that. Imagine the colors change depending upon your mood. Then it could also be something where you see if the person's lying. You want to have nuclear talks with these people. You want to hash out a deal and see if they're lying. Just put something in there, whatever they drink over there. I don't know if they drink Starbucks, but whatever. Put something in their coffee or whatever they use, and yeah, yeah. You start talking about, well, you're not going to have this, you're not going to have that, and if they agree, then just watch their color. If they start turning pink, they're lying. If they start turning, I don't know, they start turning uh, red or yellow, they're telling the truth. I think that's a great way to do it. I also I humiliation. I think every person in the CIA, every person in the State Department should learn how to hypnotize people. If you can hypnotize somebody, you can do a lot of damage. Now, I know hypnosis is a good thing. I don't know if I believe in it, but assuming that it works, it can be good for getting people to sleep and overcoming certain phobias and all that. But imagine someone you don't really like. Forget the leaders of the world. Imagine there's a girl that you don't like. All right, for all you ladies out there, and so I don't know. You hypnotize her and you change her voice. She changes her voice. She starts talking like something like she should talk. Like, so there's a mean girl. She's a mean white hot girl, and uh, whenever she gets out of line, you tap or say a few words, and then she starts talking like BD. I'm hot. I'm the hottest girl around here, and I'm from New York. Look at my makeup. Look at my makeup. Look at my hair. I'm so cute. Look at me. I mean, you take the most beautiful girl there is, and she starts talking like BD. She's gonna lose a lot of respect. People are gonna start laughing at her. You know, you take a guy. I don't know. Take the annoying guy at work. Take the annoying black guy at work, and then hypnotize him. And then whenever he starts talking like a valley girl. Like, oh my god, I gotta go back to the hood. I have to go get some weed. Oh my god. Oh my god, I cannot stand the police. That shit would be funny as hell, wouldn't it? See, you got to think like that, man. You don't have to eliminate the opponent. You just have to make your opponent work for you. That's a higher order thinking, though. But think about it, guys. I mean, put in the chat, what would you think? What if you could hypnotize somebody that you didn't like? You could do all kinds of things. You could do all kinds of things. Like my lady knows I can't stand people who talk a lot. If you're going to talk, if you're going to open that gob, if you're going to open that pie hole, gob is a British term. I think that's fine. Shut your gob. They say that in the UK. But if you're going to open your mouth, you better have something interesting to say. Uh, but imagine like my lady, Miss Bob, as a joke, hypnotizing somebody, um, hypnotizing somebody to talk a lot as a joke around me. I'm like, what the? I was like, honey, this guy keeps, she won't shut up, and then she could, yeah, hypnotize on, to bother you. Oh God! Here's another thing they do. I'm rambling a little bit, but I think this is a very interesting subject. I think it's a very interesting subject when you start thinking about how to get back at people and whatnot. You know what snipers do? One of the techniques in being a sniper is that you take out the person behind the leader. And the reason why you do that is because you make it so that no one wants to follow. It's hard to be an activist when people are too scared to get close to you, isn't it? Yeah, man, we agree, man. Just stay away from me. Or they have that they have that gun that shoots like really nasty smelling pellets. How you doing, Inked? So they shoot those pellets at the guy who's starting the riot, and he smells so bad. People start running away from him. Again, I do believe in efficiently using people. All right, I mean, God does this in the Bible. He uses the devil all the time. For as bad as the devil is, God uses him to do to do stuff, man. You don't need to eliminate him. Just make sure they start working for you. Y'all are some good people. Let me drop the link. I would cam up right now. But right now, I don't really feel like it. Uh, I'll cam up here in a little bit, man. Let me just do it when I feel like it. So, but I am going to drop the link right now, and I guess I should set an example. All right, I'm gonna cam up here. Cam this fuck up. Jesus God, channels and whatnot. How's everybody doing? How is everybody? How are things? Oh my gosh. Well, my lady just sent me. Yeah, I hear you, honey. Okay, the clothes are. I'm some freak. I'm gonna strike my own channel. I can't stand this place. You know what? I can't stand the guy who runs this Gospel of Bob. I know that guy. I've seen him around. I can't stand him, man. I'm gonna strike his channel. I just got a video from Miss Bob of her dog, my stepson, if you will, who hears my voice and he goes crazy. He just loves me so much. I love that dog. So when he hears me, when he gets really hype, he just starts trying to dig everywhere. It's the cutest thing in the world. Can you imagine seeing someone you love so much? You see him from across the room, you get so happy, and you run up to him and you start doing push-ups. And it's crazy, but that's what this dog essentially does. He's just so happy. He's like, "Oh God!" So, all right, got my shirt on. What we can do here. Uh, all right, there we are, guys. This is the background. So it is serious, man. Yeah, I love dogs so much. I can't. We got the fools coming in, man. I guess word's getting out. I know it's desert. This is desert out there when the man is not talking, man. I gotta hand it to CT, man. All right. He controls a lot of us. He does. He has that thing where he's just like, and then we start talking and watching all those fools. But these are essentially, you guys are nothing more than the people that should have box seats. Although the stadium has a lot of seats, they're not all filled, but they're filled by the right people. All right, I got this nigga that wants to talk to me. What do you want?
You're a jerk, Bob.
What do you want, nigga? All right,
You're a
now
jerk.
go ahead.
When next time you coming to Atlanta though?
I will be in Atlanta on Sunday.
Do you only stay for like a day
On this rotation, I
or
get
a
in
couple of
around.
hours?
No, I get in around 7, and I leave around 9 at night. So I'm free. I'm
Nine
free
the
like
next.
during the day. 9 the next day. 9 Monday night.
Oh, okay. Because I'll catch up with you on a Monday. Because I work Monday night. 'Cause I work at night, so I have to catch up with you during the daytime. I just don't want to. I don't know what you got going on to like just be
N-
pulling up on you randomly. You know what I'm saying?
No, that'd be perfect, man. Like Monday early afternoon.
Yeah, you just you hit me in the Discord. Just tell me where you at. I pull up on you. I just bought a new car, so yeah, I have a problem pulling up on you.
And this is in it's not like you're gonna. It's not like you're gonna hit me. Um.
Nah, we're gonna save that for the pay per view.
Okay. All right.
But we could surely make a video, a hype video for the fight though. While we in the airport, I put my fist next to your face. You know what I'm saying? Maybe mush you a couple of times on some Ali shit. and yeah, we could get right. You be okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. You're gonna mush me. You are gonna mush me.
Yeah, why not?
No,
It's free publicity, man.
no, BD, I'm calling my agent if you mush me. And my contract says
Oh,
that I do the mushing, okay? My contract
uh,
says I'm the one that
your
wins, all right?
contract, man. You worse than Vince McMahon at this point. Like, good lord, man. Jeez, Bob, work with me here, man. Work with me here.
I'm working with
We
you, bro.
trying to sell a product.
I
You know,
know.
we you speaks the king's English. I speak like I'm on welfare. So you know, you got the opposite dynamic in that aspect. You know, it'll make good for good TV. Uh,
It's the versus the poor. It's the 1% versus 90. You're making this a class thing now, or it's
hey,
the
it could be
college.
whatever you want to. Listen, it's bad enough we're going to be blindfolded. So how much more ridiculous can it be other than that? I mean, like it can't get more ridiculous than the blindfold stuff.
Do you think you'll be laughing? Because I know I'm gonna try not to
Bob,
laugh
that shit
because
is going to be hilarious. You hear me? The only thing that we really need is a goofy ref. Like I would love to have JP as the referee.
oh
Like
god, no.
that would be fantastic. Like, you know, just somebody just goofy to be the ref. You know, just the it gotta be somebody, you know, funny and goofy, like a JP or Art. You know, just somebody who's gonna
art,
add that extra element
art.
of comedy to it.
Absolutely. Bill, I see you in the back. Just give me a sec here. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, look, man, I would pay to see two people fight who with blindfolds on. I think that's absolutely funny. Guys, that's what we're trying to promote here. BD and I are going to go at it. Uh, he'll be the home team. I'll be the visiting team since he likes New York
I
or
love New
Atlanta
York.
or Atlanta. Okay, well, he
I
doesn't have
just
to go
live in I
anywhere.
live in Atlanta, but I love New York. Atlanta's not a bad place though. Like the suburbs surrounding Metro Atlanta are actually very very nice.
Yeah, I was trying to finish. I was trying to promote the fight, nigga.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, thank you. Uh, BD and I are going to do a boxing match. All right, we're two old brothers, about the same size, uh, uh, same build, and we're going to go ahead and have a boxing match. It's probably going to be probably next year, maybe right before kids go back to school or something. We're both going to be blindfolded too. We're going to rent out a ring, and you can watch us try to hit each other blindfolded. I think that alone is worth several $1,000s to watch. Okay, but it will be funny as hell. I certainly can't wait to watch the video when we're done. I'm sitting over here, I'll hit a turnbuckle and think I got him.
Right, that's what yo
Yeah.
Bob. Real talk. That's what I was thinking. I fuck around, swing, hit a turnbuckle, catch the referee, just random. Like yeah, we like getting a good ref that's gonna be a good sport about it and don't mind Mike taking a stray every now and then. I think that would be cool. Like and or I wasn't trying to compare you to JP like you and him personally. I was just speaking of comedic value. Both of you brothers are funny. That's all I was saying.
It'll be good. It'll be good, man. That might spawn something too, man. There might be other players. If we promote this right, other people will want to take out their beef with each other. But
Yeah, that listen, I already got an undercard. 26, 23 want to fight tough guy. So like we could have a couple of undercards. We could make it a big, huge event. And on top of that, it'll be a great way for everybody to do a meetup.
kill two birds with eight
Kill
stones,
two
whatever the
birds with
saying
one
is.
stone. Right.
Oh yeah, or kill two stones with one bird, whatever it's called. Uh, Bill, what's up?
Nothing. I just saw you were on, boss. I figured I'd pop in and say hi.
Yeah. Hey, great. Welcome to have you. See, 84 invited himself up on the panel, which is fine. I encourage that.
I called Ice on Skywalker. Okay, I did it, but I didn't say
Yeah,
nothing. I hung up as soon as I answered. I felt bad.
Somebody need to call Jerry Jones on Skywalker to get a new damn
hey,
quarterback.
hey, that's for Cowboys people to say that about Cowboys people. You can't say that. There's some overflow with somebody's got something up that's kind of loud. Is that you, Bill? Do you have like
Oh,
another device?
yeah, I had the sound on the TV. Sorry.
I didn't put you in the back, BD. 84 did.
Yeah, I know
Uh,
it was Skywalker. It's
uh,
okay. I told you
yeah,
my hate for the Cowboys is unyielding,
yeah. Well,
unwavering.
You a
okay. Thank you.
Giants man?
Yes. I'm a diehard Giants fan. That's the only reason. Listen, I don't hate the Cowboys as an organization or anything like that. Just as a team on because we're in the same division, so I'm just programmed to hate them. I feel the same way about the Commanders and the Eagles too. So it's not just a monolithic thing. Like I feel that way about all these teams in my division.
Okay. Thanks, BD.
You're welcome, sir.
Uh, you've got yeah. But let's yeah, let's do something. Let's hang out, man. This coming Monday or the following Monday. But
Yeah,
I'll be in the
that'd
back
be
of
cool. We could go have a club soda.
the. You're making fun of me. You're
I
making fun of me
mean,
because I don't
you
drink.
don't drink. Listen, I don't drink either, so we could
But
have
you
club
didn't have to
sodas.
you didn't have to say that, man. You said you could have just said we can grab a bite, Bob. But no, you had to throw in the club soda to make it look
You
like
drink
I'm
club
weak.
soda.
I do not drink.
I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying. You
No,
drink
that
club
was
soda.
shade. That was shade, man. You could have said, "Hey, yeah, we'll grab a bite, man," but you had to say, "We'll have a club soda."
If we make sure we put your olive in your club soda, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna be all right. It's okay, man. I understand. I understand you a melanated white dude. I understand. I can't meet you in person and talk like how I talk on here on YouTube. You're not gonna understand what I'm saying. You're gonna be like, this New York nigga, what the fuck he talking about? Know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna come at you like that, Bob. I'm gonna come at you with the King's English. I'm gonna be very friendly.
You think I sit around here and just am very polite and very posh and I articulate well? You think I just do that and that I wouldn't want to be around someone like you because you talk like, like that's the way we are. That's the way we are, Bob.
Yep,
You know, if I dunk on a
you're
nigga,
very
I'm gonna talk
posh.
shit.
You one of those type of people that eat at Tavern on the Green for just lunch. So yeah, you're very posh.
I call my limo driver by his first name and he's 80 years old. Is that what you're telling me? That's what I do?
Yeah, for the most part.
That's true. I can't stand that. That's horrible.
I mean, it's
Anyway,
okay when you making six figures. You know what I mean? That's how y'all give it up. I understand y'all a little arrogant. You know,
wait,
with money comes arrogance.
who
I
said I
get
make
that.
six figures?
Bob, you not making five figures
Well, who said have I how do you know that?
because you've been flying for 20 plus years. So I know you not making no five figures. You're too experienced for that at this point. You said on this show yourself, you start flying in 1997. It is 2025. So basically, you got about 30 years of flight experience. You're not making no five-figure salary with 30 years of flight experience. That's just common sense.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right, that's fine. You use deductive reasoning. That's good. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed that you know about world affairs and whatnot. I thought someone like you would be reading, I don't know, Source magazine to get all their information on anything
Oh
and
no, I've never. You
jet.
know what? Not for nothing. When those magazines were popular, you know, the Source and stuff like that. I never read that stuff. Like I was never
Did,
into hip hop that hard like that to buy the Source magazine and keep up with rappers and all that. No, I ain't do that.
all right, when you see a jet magazine, what's the first thing you look for?
I don't look for Jet magazine or Ebony or you know what magazine I read, Bob? The New Yorker. That's the magazine I read.
You call me posh. You
Yeah,
read the New
that's the
Yorker?
magazine I read. This is the New Yorker.
That is the most uppity white liberal
It
nose in the
is.
air magazine
It
ever
is.
created.
It is. But you know what? They make the greatest covers ever. Like the New Yorker, their magazine covers are
It's drawn in it.
yeah, they're great. The cartoon images, especially the ones they did with Trump. Oh my goodness. They
Yeah, I
were
know you don't.
amazing.
That's why you really like it, because you don't like Trump.
No, I don't have no. I've been reading the New Yorker long before Trump ever thought about politics. So I just like the New Yorker as a magazine. It's just a good magazine.
Bob, can I ask Petey a question about his Trump hate?
Please, please, please.
Okay, you're in the trades, right, Petey? Iron
Yes.
workers, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Is that why you're pissed at Trump? Because that came out that he screwed a bunch of union guys about pay or something like
No.
that back in the old days?
My Trump hate spurs from my youth. My Trump hate goes back from like 85, 86. Like, I've always known Trump was a dick. I've known Trump was a dick from when I was in junior high school, that Trump was a dick. Trump's not a Republican. He's not a
No, he never has
conservative.
been.
He's none of that. He's
a
none of the
60s
stuff that he
Democrat.
ran on is not none of the stuff that he do. Like, he is charlatan in my opinion. Now, do I agree with some of his policies? Absolutely, I do. The immigration stuff, get these motherfuckers out of here. I'm with that part. But the Trump, the man, he lacks moral character. He don't really know much about the world. Like,
so you're smart
I'm
enough
just
to not like the man, but you can respect the.
yes, I can respect the policies. I don't have a problem with Trump
Sorry.
policies. My issue with Trump is a charlatan. Like he runs as a Republican, but he's not a Republican. He espouses conservative views, but he's not a conservative. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's Democrat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Trump is really a liberal Democrat.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
But since the Democratic Party went communist and socialist,
that part, more the socialism than the communism. I don't think the Democrats ever really embraced communism or Marxism, but definitely the socialist aspects of it, i.e. Bernie Sanders kind of socialism. Yeah, I think that turned a lot of people off. Listen, I understand why people appealed to Trump. The main appeal to Donald Trump is that Donald Trump talks like me and you talk. That's his main appeal, that he's plain spoken. He don't sound like a politician. He don't sound like Obama. He don't sound like Bill Clinton. He's not talking over your head like most politicians do. And I think that's the main appeal for Donald Trump, that he has
whether he does it in real life or not,
just regular average people, because he speaks like a regular average person.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he talks down to people. Now, whether he does in his real life or not, I don't know.
What he do in his private life, I have no idea.
Down to people.
But his public persona, he's very straight to the point. He curses, he swears, he do everything that, regular people do. And I think that's what attracts a lot of regular people, regardless of what you think about his policies. I think that's what attracts regular people to him, just him, the person, because he speaks plainly. I give him that. Donald Trump talk like how me and you talk. He don't mind the locker room banter and all that stuff. That's his speech. Like, again, he's not talking over your head, so a lot of average people can relate to Donald Trump. And I get that, but I'm just never going to like Donald Trump. I'm just not.
Got all mad at that Billy Bush locker room comment.
Right. I mean, listen, he talked about, grabbing women by the vaginas. That's something you hear in the street. That street talk.
To be fair, he talked about women letting him grab them by the vaginas.
Yeah. I'm saying just the mere fact that how he put it. You understand what I'm saying? Like how he enunciated it. It sounded like something me and you would say in just a general conversation in the street, right? That's not something you say on TV. When you on TV and you getting interviewed, it's like you have to change your whole speech pattern because you have to be politically correct. You can't say certain things. You can't say certain words in context with certain things.
Called code switching.
Yeah, that. You have to be like that when you're on TV. See, Donald Trump don't give a fuck about none of that. He gonna tell you what he feel. And I think a lot of people respect that.
And he said, "Don't worry, Dad, you can't do it." I said, "Oh, okay." And then he explained it. But yeah, I am who I am. Yeah, like this is the same guy that you would meet, at a coffee shop or whatever. I don't think talk.
Listen, the one thing I won't knock about Trump is that he lacks authenticity. That's something
And he
he
loves.
don't do. He's very authentic. Donald Trump is Donald Trump.
I really think he cares about this country too.
I mean, that goes neither. I think he cared more about himself than he do the country. But that's another debate.
Yeah, most people do that. They're very egocentric.
Yeah, and like I said, Donald Trump, he reminds me, he's like the political version of Ric Flair. Like for me, he's more entertainment than he is substance. But we'll see, because his policies haven't really hit effect on average people just yet. He hasn't been president that long. He's not even a year in. So we'll see how the country looks this time next year, when we could really say it's Trump's economy and it's Trump's country, and all of the Biden stuff would have been grandfathered out this time next year. And we'll actually get to see what his policies is doing to the country, because we can't see it right now. It hasn't trickled down yet.
Some stuff he's moved very fast on, and other stuff he hasn't touched yet. And that's what's got me annoyed. It's like, why aren't we drilling? There's oil field rigs stacked up all over the place out here. Nobody's drilling. They're not. I expected a boom when he got back in office, and that hasn't started out here yet.
Do you want more drilling?
Yes.
Why do you want more drilling?
Bring the price of gas down, put American people back to work.
So you're not into the whole
help control the global
electric car thing and all that Tesla stuff. You don't really care for that too much.
I think it's neat, but our electric grid isn't set up for that. Our electric grid is so outdated. We don't have the facilities to run these electric cars.
Let me ask you a question, Bill. Why do you think Trump didn't put infrastructure in his big, beautiful bill?
I have no idea. That's above my pay grade.
I would love to hear somebody tell me, why wouldn't he put if we know that the grid is failing and we know our roads and bridges are crumbling, you had all this money for this big, beautiful bill to do all these other things. Why wouldn't you fix the two main things that all regular people need in their everyday lives? You know what I'm saying? Like electricity and roads and bridges. Like we all need that at some point.
Bob, are you okay? You look like you're about to self-delete. You're muted, boss.
I'm of the opinion that if you don't like Donald Trump at this point, no matter what he does, you just don't like him. If you cannot see the impending disaster that the left wing is, and if you cannot see how much Donald Trump does and gets accomplished, then no matter what happens, you just don't. I just don't. You just don't like the guy, and it's cloaked in all these arguments, but you just don't like Trump. Because if Trump had something in the bill, I don't know if he did or didn't, that fixed every road in America, people would still hate him.
Yeah, he could pull a baby out of a burning car, and they'd be like, "Oh, why did you leave the dice on the mirror?"
Yeah. I am
Listen,
convinced.
Trump could be the second coming of the rapture, and I still would not like Donald Trump. And
Yeah,
there are millions of other people who feel just like I do. It's not being
exactly.
anti-Republican, it's not being anti-conservative, but Donald Trump is neither of these things. He's not a Republican and he's not a conservative. So, like, I'm never going to be not anti-Trump. I don't like Donald Trump, and I never will.
I would say
But that don't mean I'm
BD.
anti-Republican and I don't agree with some of the things that he is doing, like especially the immigration stuff. Get these folks up out of here. I'm all for that part.
I cannot dealing with this. I mean, Trump has done some of the most conservative stuff there is, irrespective of his past views, if you will. He acts like a conservative. Uh, so
Especially by
yeah,
comparison.
sure, sure. So people say he's not a conservative. Well, I tell you, he's certainly doing his conservative things. Uh, Skywalker, you wanted to nail BD about his um,
Trump
I
hate.
want to call it. Well, it's not derangement. It is Trump
My
myopia.
dog just don't like Trump, man, for some reason.
That's it.
He moves the goalpost every time you say something. The first time I asked him, Bill, when I asked him, he said it was about the Central Park Five. I debunked that, and then he moved the goalpost to something else. So this man don't like it. Yeah, the
He just
Democrats
doesn't
might like
like him,
him.
right?
He had a beat.
And that's
He might.
okay.
If he still was
You
on the
cannot
blue
like.
side, BD would like him.
No, BD doesn't like him from
Go ahead, Bill.
jump. Like you said, he don't like him from the 80s.
Yeah, he
Uh,
Oh,
just don't
it,
like
it,
him at all. Ain't nothing wrong
Well,
with it. If you
yeah,
don't
I
like the
just
man, you don't
don't
like the
like
man. But
Trump. Like
BD,
it's just like that. Like
yeah,
listen, Trump the man is a dick. He's a fucking penis.
I could
Regardless
argue
of what
that.
he do politically as a
talk about
person,
it.
he's a dick. And there's
That's
no
why.
getting around that.
Would you
Don't you
rather
grab women by the, don't you grab
Don't I
A4?
grab women by the vagina? I have. I
hopefully
mean,
you do.
yeah, I have done just that. You know, but I'm not
I would
running for
I would I
president
would like
either,
to
though.
hope you were familiar with them, BD, before
Yeah,
you did this.
I'm very familiar with Kitty. I got 3 kids, so yeah, I think I'm kind of familiar.
Okay, no, I get it. I get the context you meant it. Okay, all right. I had to think there for a sec. Look, man, if you don't like him, just say you don't like him and be done with it. But don't try to give me the arguments of, well, why didn't he do this? Because it doesn't matter what he does. You're just still not gonna like him, man. And I can't believe that you, as a heterosexual black man, cannot see that this man is doing really just great manly stuff. He's taking care of his flock.
What what
He's
what I see, Bob, is Trump remasculining the country, which is a good thing. I mean, I'm not complaining about the whole masculinity and promoting masculinity. I'm not against that.
you
Matter of
are.
fact, no, I'm not. In fact,
Here's why you are.
it's the
Here's why you are.
it's the
Because
liberals' fault. Why
right,
Trump is doing what he doing, because they were promoting all of the LGBTQ stuff. You understand what I'm
right,
saying? They were promoting trying to have men playing in women's sports and all that stuff. Trump is
BD,
wholly against that, and I'm with him with that.
BD,
Again,
I
his
don't.
policy positions is not my issue. It's his
Right,
character. That's my issue.
BD, you're doing that thing that white liberals do, and it's annoying. You you're saying you agree with the guy, but you won't vote for him. The fact that you're not voting for him is an
That's
action-based
not
thing.
true. That's not true. I voted for Trump in 2016. What are you
Well,
talking
great.
about?
What about 2020? What the fuck year was it?
Okay,
You
2020,
voted
I,
for
I didn't vote for Trump. And the reason why I didn't vote for Trump in 2020, because I thought he mishandled 19.
Okay,
Like he
look.
really
So
mishandled that, like really bad, and cost a
okay,
lot of people their lives that didn't need to be deleted for nothing.
okay.
And
So
here's, hold on, let me finish. Here's my argument when it come to that. Trump ran in 2016 about being strong on China. That was his main premise. I'm going to be strong on China. 19 came from China last time I checked. And he did nothing to shield the country from that stuff.
Hey, BD. See, I know you don't know what you're talking about. You know, Fauci and all of his handlers they're coming to get him now. You know that, right? You know what I mean? You need to start looking at stuff.
Coming to
No.
get him? Coming to get who?
Fauci, Fau- Fauci, and all of his handlers, because everybody threw it on Fauci. They just use Fauci as a scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff coming out about that right now. They use Fauci as a scapegoat, and there are some people behind it that told him to handle COVID like that. You know what I mean? C-19 like that. You know what I'm saying? But that right there, you thinking that's like us getting the Spanish flu and a whole bunch of people dying. Are you gonna blame someone for that? You know what I mean?
No,
Why
I
don't you
didn't
blame the
blame
people
Trump
that created?
inherently for that.
But you
There
saying
wasn't nothing he was going to do about the 19 spread all over the world, right? There wasn't nothing Trump was going to do about that. But what Trump could have did was promote the same warp speed program that saved tens of millions of lives instead of getting on TV telling people to inject freaking
do you
Lysol
do
in their
you do
veins
you
and
know
take
do you know
oxycodone and
do
all that
you,
other stupid
do
stuff
you
he was
know
doing on
do
TV.
you know within a year's time, right? The flu takes out more people than the C-19 did. You know that, right? In the same
E-
time period,
Every year,
year from
every
year,
year.
year for year, every year. You know what I'm saying? They just hyped that up because they wanted to. For one, look where it was. It was the Chinese, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I can say that shit, but it was that virus from over there. You know what I mean? So I don't understand. Like really, just stop
And,
moving the goalposts, right?
and do
Just
you
say you
really
don't
think
like the man just
Trump
because you
was
don't like him.
saying that he
You know
wanted
what I
people to
mean?
inject bleach into their veins? No, he was
And
using
he
bleach
can't.
as a
No, 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 no,
colloquialism,
no.
something that would clean the system.
Okay, I get the colloquialism,
Bill,
but you got to
this is
understand,
this.
Bill. A lot of people when they hear a president speak, they take his words literally. They're not taking it figuratively. They're
Bill,
not thinking like
Bill.
he's talking
They
in code or
they
joking.
take Bill. They take Trump's word and Trump's joking literally, but not all presidents and not all
Nah, that's it.
politicians. They
Skywalker,
take
don't you
they
know
take.
any president could say anything and it affects global stock markets? Trump could say right
Listen,
now, I want the interest rates to get dropped right now. And Jerome Powell say, no, I'm not dropping nothing. I'm gonna raise the interest rate. You
Big,
know what will happen to the
big,
stock market?
big.
Can I say something?
I understand what you're saying, right? But what I am trying to say is that when Trump says something, he can say the sky is purple, and everybody will, dude, Trump lied, Trump lied. Everybody takes what he says literal. But any other Democrat, any other politician, they don't take what they say. Oh, they were just joking. They didn't.
You
Skywalker.
froze on us.
Yeah. BD, I think this is the best description I've heard between liberals and conservatives when it comes to Trump. And that is Trump supporters, people on the right take Trump seriously, but not literally. And the left takes Trump's literally, not seriously. And you
Yeah,
guys
that's a good
actually,
observation. I
right.
would agree with
So
that.
when we hear Trump say, I'm going to build a wall, we're not dumb, man. It would be impossible, I think, with everything to build a wall in 4 years with all the crap that has to go through. But we like the idea that he's fighting. You know, I'm going to have black people, 50% of black people vote for me. No, you're not. We know you're not. I mean, you can't do that. But we like the fact that you're being strong and you're going to go after the black vote. But you guys, man, everything Trump says, you look and say, "Oh man, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing." But you really don't. You take him seriously in that he's a threat, but you really don't take him seriously as a person. You guys caricature him. So I mean, but that's fine. I'll just knock you out.
Nah, you're fine. I mean, we just gonna have to agree to disagree on that part. Like again, I'm not anti-Republican and I don't really have a problem with some of his policy positions. I'm just never gonna be into Trump the man. Like
You're not
I'm
going to
just
vote
not.
for him.
No,
Okay.
no.
You would
Why
rather
not?
have what Camel Toe was pushing?
No, I'd rather have Enzo than Trump.
Hold on.
Ferrari?
Wait. My dog.
Oh,
Hey.
Or
Now
your
look,
cat,
man.
Bill. I don't know your cat name, but I'd rather have your cat.
we have three, but the one that lives on me is Pepper.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Pepper for
Pepper.
president. Pepper for president. We could
I,
go with
I
that.
I think you're trying to say that my dog is really, really, really low, but yeah, he's better than Trump. I mean, I understand. That's a shot at my dog, man.
Your dog is fine. Enzo would make a good president. He bark. He get his little haircuts and trims and all that. He'd be fine. Just put him
Are
in
you?
front of the seal and let him bark. He'd be okay.
I get it. You know what is it? Is it the fact that it? Look, is Trump's hair? I'll give you this. His hair annoys me. Trump's hair is he's an annoying looking person, and his hair is funny. Is that what it is? Is it about the hair?
No,
Is it because he fake
it's never
tans?
been about Trump physically. I don't care what he looks like physically. It's about his character morally. Like Trump has zero moral compass, just zero. And I think any American president should have some kind of moral compass.
Wait,
Have you
wait.
looked at the
Trump
list of
doesn't
the
have
former
that.
presidents in this country? Do you
I'm
think
sorry?
Bill Clinton had a moral compass?
More than the Trump?
Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't he allowing like an old lady to stay in his place? And you saying he
For
did a
free?
character? How
Yeah.
much? Look how much he's done for people, man. That he didn't even talk about.
I mean, it's hard not to like Bill Clinton. He getting head in the White House from an intern. You know, for us niggas, we love that.
Disrespecting his wife like that. Those are the morals you're looking for?
Right, that's the moral compass.
But
Yeah,
Regardless of how
I'm just talking
regardless of
shit.
how regardless of how frigid his wife is.
Yeah, I'm just talking shit. But you know, a lot of just average people who don't know nothing about politics or nothing about that, they love Bill Clinton for that. Like just for that.
yeah,
And
they
and and
do.
morally it was abhorrent what he did to his wife. How you getting
Very.
head in the White House and your wife there? You know what I'm saying? That's morally abhorrent. But you know, a
She
lot
was
of
watching.
average people don't think of it that way.
No, they
Y'all talking
don't.
about Bill Clinton? Bill Clinton. Hillary was watching. Hillary told her probably set it up.
Oh my God, you guys are
You
I'm
think
just saying.
Hillary
Hillary
was in the
probably set that
closet?
shit up.
this
She
is
was in the
No,
closet with
no,
the
she'll
camera.
probably
Double
she'll
clicking
probably
her
sitting down
mouse,
playing with herself. She'll probably
double
sitting down
clicking her
playing with herself.
double
Wow,
clicking
this
her
sounds
mouse
like
while
an
she watches.
episode of Bang Brothers.
Look, Didi. Let me
That's
let me
fucking
let me say,
hilarious.
Didi. When Bu-
Bang Bros.
when Bill asked you at first, right? You said something, right? Then you said, "Oh, he can't say that on TV. Grab him by the pussy." He didn't know he was getting recorded,
Yeah, I know.
and
I
he
know
wasn't no
Skywalker.
political figure at the time.
No,
He
I
wasn't no
know. I
political.
know that the whole
He,
Hollywood what was it called? Hollywood something. It was one of them shows. Uh
yeah, but what I'm saying is there
it was
was
one of them
no
shows.
he wasn't even
Entertainment
running for
Tonight.
politics. He wasn't even running for
Entertainment
politics at
Tonight
the time.
was the name of the
You know what I
show.
mean?
Yeah, and yeah, at the time he wasn't a political figure. He wasn't running for anything. I get it, and they took his words way out of context. And you know, like I was just explaining to Bill earlier. I don't know if you was listening, Skywalker. The appeal of Donald Trump is the fact that he does speak plainly, and he does speak like how me and you would speak on the street. He speaks
I've
like he
been telling
speaks
people
like
like
that.
that. I've been telling people like, oh, he ain't normal like this. I never said, he's close. I told people he's the closest thing to normal as we can get in the millionaire or billionaire. That's what I said,
Yeah.
and it's the truth.
Like in
Whether it's
terms of how he talk, he's relatable to a lot of average people because he speaks like a lot of average people do. He's not talking over your head like a Bill Clinton. He's not talking over your head like a Barack Obama. Like you don't have to go look in the dictionary and find out what big word is this he using. Trump don't speak that way. He's very plain. And I think a lot of people appreciate the plainness of Donald Trump's speech. And that's a lot of his appeal. I believe. I could be wrong, but I just believe that.
Okay.
they want a
Well,
they want a president for the people. You know what I mean? So if he is acting like the people, why wouldn't they want him? You know what I mean?
yeah. You got an Obama phone, man. You're in a bad
Now,
spot there, 84.
all right, well,
But
speaking of phones, let me throw this on the charger. I'll be back, y'all. I'm going to get in the chat, do what I do.
Excuse me, sir. I got Verizon. That's what I got, sir.
I'm sorry.
No damn Obama phone, sir.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I was. Yeah, it just came out of me.
You disrespecting my
No,
Verizon phone.
I did. I
What's
have
wrong with
Verizon
you,
too.
man?
I'm very sorry. It just it popped. It came from the depths of just. I'm sorry.
Jealousy. Jealousy. It was jealousy.
I want an Obama phone. I have to pay for my service, and Obama got gave him free phones. What's he doing now, by the way? Is
Hey,
he gonna get a
Jennifer
divorce?
Aniston. He's
hold
doing
up.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, he's
That's
getting
what he's doing.
they Jennifer Aniston. Hold up, y'all. Y'all ain't did it yet. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe. Last time I looked, we were at like what 330 or something like that, wasn't it? I don't know if you checked,
Yeah.
Bob, but I think we were at like at 330. We're trying to get to 350,
329 it
man.
says.
Okay.
Anybody?
But
Yeah.
my
Some.
numbers.
Yeah. Anybody want to come up right now? Go ahead and come up, man. Just we're chilling today. You know what I mean? If Bob shuts down, then I'll open back up when I get home. But right now, y'all come on ahead and come up here and join the fun.
Well, that needlehead Nigerian came back. I thought he was not doing a show. I guess he's doing something where he comes up. He's
No,
kind of
he's
spacing it
doing
out.
5 times. He's doing he's doing 5 shows.
Interesting.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. That's an
Yeah, he
interesting
said he's
model.
doing an hour and a half shows. Yeah, which I see where he's coming from because they can get the timestamps. You know what I mean? A
Yeah.
little bit better out of an hour and a half than a 6 hour, 8 hour video.
Mm,
But yeah, he said he's doing so he's gonna do like 2 more.
The
mm.
needle-headed Nigerian. Fucking
You like that? That's interesting. Well, look, man. Honestly, I thought he was gonna be off all day. He's coming up.
Yeah,
I am hungry. Uh, Bill, thanks for sticking over here. But he's gonna kill us if he finds us. 84.
yeah.
You want to take it
Gimpy's
or
in the chat.
yeah, Gimpy's
Um,
everywhere, mate. That's the side, man.
yeah.
Uh,
Gimpy probably in 3, 4 chats right now at the same
yeah.
time, typing the same thing.
Yeah. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just here so I won't get fined. Um, but let's I don't know. 84, what do you think? End the stream, started up a little bit later?
Um, was if nobody gonna come up, I say yeah. But like I said, I'm on my phone right now, so
Why don't we do that?
um,
We'll just close this one out and this can
yeah,
be something people nibble on.
yeah,
Um, and do it that way. So Bill, we'll be back in a couple hours.
Sure.
yeah. They've been hitting us with the timestamps, Bill.
Yeah. I got to
You see
cut up all what we.
that?
I got to cut up what was said and make us look bad.
Yeah.
You see it? You see
To make my white ass look worse. I'm the devil.
Hey,
I'm a colonizer. I'm a tether. I'm a something. And
tap
I'm getting
dance.
blamed for
Well,
racism when my family
we're
didn't
the
get in
tap
this
dancers.
country until 55 years after the Civil War was over.
Hey, Bob. Now you should know what I'm
yes.
talking about when I say this. If I call someone Ninja Turtle, you think they'll know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm not gonna do
When you
it.
say that, I think of Vic without a
Vic,
shell.
Vic does look like a
Uh,
turkey. Vic does look like a turkey.
yeah.
Remember that
Listen,
cartoon
now that you
turtle when
said
he'd
that
take his
damn
shell
joke,
off?
I just
Do you remember
yeah.
that, Bob?
Now that you said, it, I
Yeah.
just got it stuck in my head. Yeah,
Yeah, no, Vic does look like
that's crazy.
a All right, guys, thanks for coming up, man. Like, share, subscribe, Cash App, $ Skywalker 1984, and
Respectfully, Vic.
respectfully. Oh, where is he, by the way? He needs to come back more. Um, but yeah, we're gonna close it out. We'll start it up a couple hours and probably do a long one, man. All right, love having y'all. Bill 84. We'll see y'all.
Captain.
I'm out.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Skywalker.
All right, Bob.